are you?
My name is DJ Kool Herc, the father of hip-hop.
And DJ Kool Herc, who'd you have beside you?
My sister, the first lady of hip-hop, Cindy.
That's me, the first lady of hip-hop, and with my brother, the legendary DJ Kool Herc, the founder, the father of hip-hop, the Rock and Roll Hall of Famer, the Grammy Award famer.
The Grammy Award.
That's it, the Grammy Award.
Right.
Yeah, we're great. Also, we're in New York, live in landmarks, so it's just amazing. It's been an amazing ride.
The Incredible Bongo Band.
This is it. And this right here, it's it. It's it. These two men is good. This is sort of hip-hop and you don't stop. The guy said, this is it. The Apache. Huh? This is the rock. This is the color of the rock. It's Apache, a studio band. But the record called Apache.
And where was it recorded? This is really interesting to me.
Oh.
Cindy, where was it recorded? The Incredible Bongo Band?
Let's see. It was in a studio in Vancouver.
That's it.
Wow. And we're here.
And we're here in Vancouver.
Yes.
So, my question to you guys is Vancouver kind of the ground zero for hip-hop?
Well,
Finally, it is. On the student. Right here, man. Vancouver. The place is the birth of hip-hop.
Because very important records, isn't it?
a very important record. Very important. Wow. You really did your research. Oh, my God.
Kool Herc and Cindy. We have to know.
And also, This is a studio record. Bongo Rock. And I love it, man.
And you were here in Vancouver, Canada.
We're here right now. We were here before. This is our second trip. We were invited here from A-Star Studio and also with Jarek with Boogaloo Academy. And we were honorees at the first gala that A-Star did at the River Rock Resort Hotel. And it was a success. It was amazing just to see the young dancers and what the studio has contributed to hip hop. And it was just amazing. So we're honored to be here.
And thank you, A-Star Society and Didi Cascade for setting this all up.
Yes. Well, we're honored that they did that. And to see that they had us as honoree it meant a lot for us to come here to participate in it. It was just great.
To kind of the ground zero of hip hop, the Incredible Bongo Band recorded in Vancouver. Very important.
Yes, indeed.
But you, Kool Herc, you could have been Canadian. You could have been Canadian, right?
True like James Brown. And listen, this is a feeling. I got the feeling. I think all of the world, Vancouver was a spot. You know what I'm saying? Bongo Rock was invented right here in Vancouver.
What you said is important because we are from Jamaica. We're immigrants. Hip hop is an immigrant story. And usually when you migrate from Jamaica, you either go to Canada or you go to the UK. My parents decided to go to the US. And we always said, would hip hop have started in Canada if we were there? I mean, would it have started in the UK? So you have a very good valid point in saying that.
And to reward you, Kool Herc, for coming to New York, I have a Dennis the Menace record, a gift for you.
Mr. Wilson.
Good old Mr. Wilson.
This is very important.
Good old Mr. Wilson. Right? Good old Mr. Wilson.
How is this important for Kool Herc?
And listen, man, it was good old Mr. Wilson. I would say, Agnes. Oh, listen, man, this is a blessing. This is my start from hip-hop. Go, Mr. Wilson. Dennis the Menace. This was it, man.
And that's a gift for you, for Kool Herc.
Thank you,
wow.
Thank you so much. Wow.
A picture with this, man. I need a picture with Dennis the Menace.
We'll do that after.
Yes.
And also, I was wondering about some of the different breaks. What can you tell the people about these breaks right here?
This is Bambata, right here. Oh, yes.
Jimmy Castor.
Jimmy Castor.
Wow.
And also,
7 minutes
of funk.
Yes. Ooh, you got it. Boom, 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 boom. Or this record.
Some white guys.
This is the song. Oh, Rare Earth.
This record, when I heard this record, it let me know rhythm ain't got no, it gets once I got this, I said, Lord, and I felt small. I felt like the wicked. The
Wicked Witch. The Wicked Witch, yeah.
The water.
Wizard of Oz. When she threw the water on her, and what did she say?
I'm fading.
That's it.
And that was it. My music ain't got no color.
Yeah.
That was it.
And right underneath, some more records. Some Dennis Coffee.
Oh, Dennis Scorpio. Why, that's the Scorpio.
Yes, Dennis Scorpio.
Exactly. Wow.
Wow.
You really did your research.
You did your work. This is classic stuff. This is classic.
Well, Cindy and Kool Herc, we have to know.
Absolutely. So you're hearing it from the source. Wow. And this also, oh my goodness, percussion. Oh my God.
What can tell the people about this? Herman Kelly and Life.
Yes. Percussion. You gotta have bass. You gotta high, mid-range, and you got bass. You have bass, I want to walk the place. That was it. That's it. Oh man, you did your
That's what
homework.
Herc did. He went, he always looked for the percussion and the bass. And that's what, the beat attracted the B-boys also.
Pebbly Poo and Sweet and Sour.
Yes.
That's from Herc's crew.
That was it, man. Pebbly Poo and
Sweet and sour.
Listen, they were
Those girls were the original. They were the original. They were there from the beginning. They really don't get the credit that they need to get, but the Pebbly Poo and Sweet and Sour, they were there.
Washing the centers off. How did you do that? Like you would wash the centers of records off.
Yeah.
Were you afraid to put water to records?
No, because if the records, my father is the one that scratch records off. Otherwise, everybody have it. You have it exclusive. So I got it. I have to get the rep first. Then you know about it. I said, so therefore, I had to scratch it off. Then you know.
But were you afraid to put water to a record?
You didn't submerge it. You just find a way to get the paper off from the vinyl. You didn't actually submerge the vinyl in water.
So some tips.
Yeah, get some tissue, wet it, and leave it on there until it
scratch it off.
Or just take a marker. Or you take a marker and you just scratch it out.
Oh, wow. Man, you're taking me back.
Pigmeat Markham.
Yeah.
Was he one of the first rappers?
Here comes the judge, yes.
Was this one of the first rappers?
Yeah, with the rap first.
There were other people going back in the 30s and 50s and 40s who were singing songs, talking over songs. So they're one of them.
Here come the judge.
Blowfly and
Dolomite. That's it.
And you also remember the Hustlers Convention to the Last Poet. You have to give them credit too. They were like early time rappers.
That was it. I'm saying the Last Poets. You have to listen to them first. That was it. That started off hip hop.
Why Kool Herc was King Tim III?
You know what? He made a whack record.
Yeah, why was it whack?
It was whack. You should have used a record that was famous already. Then you rap over it. He made somebody, it don't work that way. That's why he made the first record was is whack.
This is something that you really enjoy.
Oh, this was it.
Bing.
I know that record, all of it.
Just remember, we were just really musically inclined, so there wasn't one type of music that we listened to. So, because of my father, and we just had you have to have an ears for music and open up your ear. That's why Herc was able to create all these songs.
And also, you were totally into Judy in Disguise.
Oh wow!
The John Fred and Playboy Band.
Judy in Disguise. No matter what you are, lemonade pie. Oh wow! Yeah, those songs. Well, when we used to sing these songs, people would say, "How do you know about that? How do you know about those songs?" But music is music, and you just listen to it.
I did the show called Hullabaloo. Hullabaloo was the joint. That's the first time I saw James Brown. That was
Shindig. You also had Shindig.
Shindig. It was no American Bandstand. No, it was Shindig. That was it.
Judy in Disguise, and behind it, we have some ska. Ska is important too, right?
Ska music. Yes. Before Bob Marley, it was it. Ska music. Oh, man.
Cindy, one of the first hip hop party was on,
August 11th, 1973, my back to school party.
and that was indoors.
It was indoors in the recreation room in our building, 1520 Cedric Avenue.
Now, there are a lot of block parties that happened around that time or afterwards. People jacked power for the block parties from the telephone poles. Can you still do that? Can you still jack power?
If you know what they're getting.
Is it still possible, or did they monitor it quite a bit?
I'm quite sure, but I didn't try to find out.
The Amazing Bert.
Ooh, that's the sound. Listen, he's the first one. He had this, he called a scholarship. Went to Fordham to get the GI system. The guy, I never heard it before. So I said, I gotta get it. And then I spent money. I spent money to get it. That was it. The sound system. You never heard it before. That you gotta. It was clear. You know, for some reason, he had high and mid range and bass. But I get him from AST. That was the system. Or the Amazing Birth. That's the DJ. He had a system. That was the system. You could hear it. No matter what. It never hurt your ears. You could hear it. And that's all I wanted. You know what I'm saying? No problem.
Some of the flyers that you've put out, if you could turn right now to where we have marked here. Oh,
you
okay.
You did your work.
Okay, what?
You did your
work.
You did your work. You did the work.
Grand Wizard Theodore. So young at that time. He must have been, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he's the originator of Scratch. Yeah, Grand Wizard Theodore. He's the Scratch master.
That was it. He did your work.
And Kool Herc and Spoony G as well.
Spoony G.
Yeah, don't forget MC Spoony G.
Spoony G.
Now, at parties like this, Kool Herc, you paved the way for people wearing sneakers?
Oh, yeah. I was the sneaker king. Because you have to have playboys. That was the cut. Playboys and British Walkers, that was the cut.
What were the bathrooms like at your parties?
Don't hang out in the bathroom or you get robbed.
No. In 1520 Cedric Avenue, the thing about it attracting me to that room was there are two bathrooms in there, boys and girls. So you didn't have to wait online and you didn't have to commingle or whatever. The guys coming in there and leaving the seats up and things around on the floor. So it worked out great with a bathroom for girls and a bathroom for fellas. What we did was when the recreation after a while got just too small. So we had to find different locations for the crowd. So we did something at a place called the Twilight Zone. We also did the Hevelo. The Sparkle, which was the Executive Playhouse. So we had to start finding bigger place to do it. And so pretty much it wasn't all the time in recreation room centers.
And the Hevelo, coming back to incredible bongo band, Timmy Tim.
Timmy Tim.
He brought you that record. Timmy Tim brought him that record.
Timmy Tim loved the music. You know what I'm saying? With Timmy Tim was little tiny feet because that's where I was spinning around what's going on.
How do you know so much about records, both of you? The Record Den? Did you shop at the Record Den?
The Record Den was downstairs records. It was downstairs 42nd Street, downstairs record. You couldn't find the record. It was a lost records. I remember when I first time I heard Dr. John, first time I heard it, I said, "Whoa, I like that."
You know that Dr. John, he made that song, I was in the right place but the wrong time. You know, he really didn't even, I don't think he understood how much of an impact that song was on hip hop, but it was played a lot because he was the bass in there also.
Well, winding up here, Cindy and Kool Herc, we're at Beat Street Records, but you were in Beat Street.
Yes.
The movie Beat Street.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
What do you remember about being in Beat Street? Now you're in Beat Street.
Oh,
actually,
yeah.
what do you remember about being in Beat Street right now?
Well, actually, I want to give credit to Harry Belafonte for having the vision to do the first hip-hop Hollywood movie. And I negotiated that movie contract with Harry Belafonte and David Picker, who was the co-producer for Midnight Cowboy, and it was Stan Layton, also up-and-coming director. But Herc played himself, in the movie. It wasn't a fictitious character. It was a positive role that he did. And the movie's it's been a success.
And now we are here at Beat Street.
And we're in Beat Street Records. And I want to give Avi credit for having this store. It's an amazing, I mean, everybody, it should be like a landmark preserving place where people would come. When you come to Vancouver, you come to this vinyl store because it's absolutely amazing what he has done and to keep vinyl alive, which is great. So thank you, Avi. He's been blessed to have a store like this. He's been chosen to have it, and it's great, and I'm happy to be here.
And lastly here, winding up the first press that DJ Kool Herc ever got by Nelson George.
Amsterdam News.
First write-up.
1978. Wow.
It reads, his reputation as a party master is unsurpassed in the South Bronx.
Actually, it wasn't the South Bronx, though. It was on the west side of the Bronx. But everybody would just say the Bronx is the South Bronx. But it was actually 1520 Cedric Avenue. So on the west side. But Nelson George, as a writer, he came up as a journalist and he wrote about something that was happening in the Bronx that people should know about. So, thanks to Nelson George, he was getting the word out there by then.
And that was a high school gig, Taft High School.
Taft was good. And also, it was Dodge.
Dodge High
the
School.
first part of it was at Dodge School. Everybody left for Roosevelt to come to Dodge. They said, "No what? Take it to Yankee Stadium." That's right. It was back.
So 1978 was the first mainstream press, but you guys started way before that.
Yes.
That's a long time, isn't it?
That's
Yeah,
right.
it was going on. It was happening. Like anything is underground and nobody think it was going to go anywhere, but it did. And finally, when, it came out, here we are 51 years later, almost 51 years later.
Thank you, Nelson George.
I'll just say now, time for a movie. All right. That's it. And listen, hip hop is going to be in the Olympics. That's beautiful. It never was. In the Olympics, we're all right.
Breakdancing.
Breakdancing is in the Olympics. And as a matter of fact, we have a breakdancer from Vancouver that's going to be in the Olympics. That's great.
Right back to the incredible bongo band.
Exactly.
Another
Absolutely.
element of hip hop.
Another element of hip hop.
That's right.
Like the music. And lastly here, Kool Herc, do you still like to fly kites?
I love to fly, but somebody have to know. I know to fly, but guess what? If
You have to pass the torch on to somebody else. So that's what we're doing. But flying a kite is something that came from Jamaica that he brought with me, and there was a love for it. But we passed the torch to somebody else. So it was wonderful being interviewed by you, and thank you for doing your homework.
you did your work.
Well, anything else you like?
tick.
Well, anything you'd like to add to the people out there, though? Anything else you'd like to add to the people out there, though?
Just keep continuing what you're doing and the love of hip hop and bless it and just continue the culture in a positive way.
Why should people care about Kool Herc and Cindy and the foundations of hip hop?
Well, we're here.
We're in Rock Hall of Fame and the art of the Grammy and those live religion. We're here.
Anyway, we have a lot of things, a lot of awards that's supposed to come to us.
And the Grammy.
And the Grammy. Yeah.
I say we want the Kennedy Center. That's the next one. The Kennedy Center. We want and thank you very, very, very much for allowing us to express ourselves, to be here and do our thing.
Thank you.
Well, thanks so much, Kool Herc. Thanks so much, Cindy. Keep on rocking in a free world. And do.
And also, Dennis the Menace.
That works. Yeah.
Okay.
Peace. Oh, man. It was love, man.